Hello everybody from all over the world and welcome to Friday night streaming on the Hermitcraft server with Rendog. That's me, this face. Hey guys, what's up? Just gonna give everybody a couple minutes to come in from wherever they are in the world. You know, people are busy. It's Friday. There's things to do and stuffs and things to see. Big shout out to everybody who's on YouTube right now watching the VOD. Hello, YouTube VOD watchers. We do have a YouTube channel, by the way. For those of you guys on Twitch who do not know, it is youtube.com/RendogTV. And, well, if you're a subscriber of this channel on Twitch, you get access to the VODs. If you're not, you can watch them on YouTube a couple of days later. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Guys, you're getting exclusive preview right now into the heart of Boombox Records. Of course, we finished this build in my last Hermitcraft episode, or at least we finished the external part of it. I've been working on the interior a little bit. It's coming along sweet. Still a lot of work to do though, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's looking really cool. Shall we go full screen here? Hold on. By the way, no webcam today, guys. No webcam today. Why? Because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like having a webcam on today. So, no webcam today. If you don't like it, too bad. But yeah, I've been working on this all day today. It's been looking awesome. Just been chilling. Did some work this morning, some work last night. And we've even got a really cool upstairs that's cooking up here. Look at this. Nice. Gonna put a piano over here. It's gonna be like a piano, grand piano. Then there's like a really cool recording studio here. Look at this. There's some serious exclusive previews going on here, guys. Yeah, there's a recording studio, right? See? So like, this is where the sound engineer chills. There's a shulker up there, which is annoying. But yeah, so we could put like Doc in here in the recording studio to lay down some tracks, you know, to lay down some bars. That'd be pretty sweet. Need to like install a microphone and all of that sort of thing. I still need to finish off a bunch of the interior detail stuff. Lunar and Old Man did such an incredible job on the details inside that there's a lot still to do that I still need to get built here. There's a little bathroom back here also. It's going to be a toilet over here. Wash basin. And I'm very fond of these little light fixtures that I've created. Look at this. So it's a new pot, right? With some mangrove planks and then a lamp off the edge of it. I think it looks really cool. Like obviously in the same block palette, these two blocks, so they work really well together. And it just feels like a lovely little light fixture thing. Pretty sweet. Looks really great. So yeah, looking sweet, dudes. Coming together a treat. Hopefully I'll have it finished by next episode, is my plan. Over here we're going to be selling full collections. So you can either buy the records individually from these barrels, or we'll sell them as a collection over there. I would love, and I'm gonna have to get Cleo to help me on this, I think. Wouldn't it be cool if we had the record like floating above the barrel, like whatever record it is, it's kind of like hovering above using invisible armor stands? I think that would be really, really cool. I'd like to do that if possible. Gonna be tricky with pig step and stuff though, because I've only got one of them, so we would have to use the one for the decoration and then we wouldn't be able to sell any more. Man. Welcome everybody to the stream. Proud Looney's here with some biddies to start things off. Thank you very much, Proud Looney. And Bob with the 9-month Twitch baby. Bob, we made a baby together, brother. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, she's beautiful. Hey Bob, welcome back, dude. Proud Looney, you just got here in time. Indeed. Friends, please let me know if you see Curls of Doom in chat also, okay? If you see Curls of Doom on stream, I need to say a thank you to them. Yeah, time does fly, Bob. It's ridiculous. It feels like just the other day that we raided you. Quite literally. Like last week or something, right? Crazy. Life of L is here. Welcome, Life of L, and welcome to everybody else who's coming in. I am very excited for Magic this weekend, Fifi. Yes, indeed. I'm going to be playing a Commander Masters draft, which is going to be super exciting and super awesome. New Commander set coming out this weekend, so going to go do a draft of that. And then going to play some Commander on Sunday too, so it's going to be awesome. We are heading over to the boat race, everybody. We're going to go and continue our great work out there. Thing is... Ooh, there's a creeper over there. Hold on. The thing is, we have got some problems that we need to attend to. We're going to go to MS Paint for a second. How's the music levels, guys? You know what? I'm turning the music down a little bit. Is that better? Okay. Let's go to... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're in MS Paint. This is like a bigger version of... Whoopsie. How can I move the thing? Like this? And... No, this keeps drawing stuff. How do I... Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. So this is a bigger version of our boat race. There is the start of it. You can kind of see. Hold on. This MS Paint's a terrible program. For streaming in particular. Here we go. So here's the start of the boat race, right? You can see this is where our starting track is. There's the loft or the pavilion. And unfortunately in this render, this chunk hasn't loaded. But basically the track goes something like this, right? Let's get some green out. The track goes something like this. Oop, and then it comes around here. Whoops, hold on. It goes like this, and then it comes out here. And then around. And then we've been working on the new section of track here. But the original idea that we had went something like this, right? We went down like this. Can you guys see this? You can't really see the green, right? Is the green a little bit too... You can't see that. Is red better? Can you guys see red better? Yeah, red looks a little bit better. Can I make this thicker also? Alright, let's do it in red. So, the track that we've done already goes something like this. Whoops, like this, and around the corner. This is where we've been working at from the last couple of weeks on stream. And the original track went something like this. We're going to come all the way around here, and then swoop through here, then come all the way down here, and then around like this. Whoops. And then we were going to come all the way through here and then join up to Etho's track, which basically Etho's gotten to this position here. That's where Etho is. Let's use purple to represent Etho. There's Etho. Okay? Also, there is a spider that is annoying me. Hold on. Let's turn that down. That is... man. You know, this is too long. Is what I've come to realize. Like basically from here to here, if you were to do it perfectly, it's probably going to be 4 or 5 minutes travel time. It's too long. So what we need to do today, and by the way, here's another version of it. This is like a more simplified version of it over here, right? So if we do it on this side, it goes something like this. Ooh, hold on, let's go red. So far the track looks something like this. Going to come out here and then swoop all the way around, then through here. This is all Ethos section, and then around like this. That's the current track. I think we need to find a way to... Yeah, it does look like a dog, doesn't it? It really does. Like this face over here, right? Look at this. This is there's a dog face here. Here's the eye. Here's the ear. Here's the mouth. It is a dog face. It's crazy. Hey, Gail. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bayo is here also. Hey, Bayo. How's it going? Leslie's here also. Thank you very much, Leslie, with the bid. He's spoiling us with these streams, right? Listen, we made a pact last stream, didn't we, everybody? That we're going to try and stream 12 times this month. And if we're going to hit 12 streams in July, we need to keep on schedule. We need to be streaming on our Tuesdays and our Fridays on the regular. And if we can squeeze in a couple other streams in between, then we're going to be right on track. But, you know, we got to stream Tuesdays and Fridays. We've got to get it done. Anyway, so listen, people, we need to figure out a different track for this section here that we're currently working on. We need something new. So I'm thinking, is there... these colors are not very good, are they? You guys can't really see what's happening. I think we need to do something like this, basically. Instead of doing all this loop-de-loop and meandering and zigzagging and all that, I think we need to make this section of racetrack like really straight and really fast. It's going to be super fun, right? Because if you think about it, there's a lot of so basically there's a lot of winding through Ethos section. You know, Ethos section goes like this, and then it's like up and down and around like this, and then it comes through here, and then there's more winding. There's like a lot of winding here, and in my section there's also quite a lot of winding here and through here and through here. Like, we've got enough winding bits. Now what if we focus on making just fast bits? What if we go to pink? So here's what I'm thinking, right? Boom. Straight like this. Hold on, let's get a line out. Let's get a line and some red. Here's what I'm thinking, right? A straight line like this. Can you guys see this? Oh, Paint is such a terrible program. Hold on, let's make a bigger line. Straight line like this. Maybe it even goes through this. We were thinking about going through this bit of land here, actually. So maybe it goes through this bit of land like this, right? Boom. Then it just cuts straight across. Straight across here like this. Boom. And then maybe here's this is where Ethos connection is, right? Like, this is where we want to connect to, somewhere around here. Here, let's say this is Ethos connection. So maybe we can go, hold on, I did the wrong line, right? Like this. And then we can just go like this. Boom. Maybe we can, there's like a village here, which is kind of interesting too. We can just cut straight through like that. And go through a massive tunnel, right? There could be like a huge tunnel that goes through this mountain here. That would be really, really cool. We're going to get a lot of views through the frozen ocean here already, and by the time we get to here, like, it's going to be kind of boring. We've already seen like a ton of ocean by the time we get to here. So I think it'll be pretty awesome if like the next section just goes straight through a tunnel, and then maybe we can get hermits helping hermits to help us dig that tunnel when we get there, right? Then it'll just go straight through like that and then reconnect there. Like, at the moment, we're going around, let me get the pen out. We go like around here. We go around here and then like we come through here and then connect this way. But I think we can just go straight across like that. I think that'd be really sweet. This sounds like a lot more fun to do also than this. You know, like rebuilding all of this ocean with ice is just going to be so painful. I don't actually want to do it. We're going to have to do so much of it already. You know, by the time we get here, I just want to go straight across and make like a sweet tunnel or something. So that's the plan, everybody. Let's head out to the course and actually start doing some work. This is a project now. This is a proper project now. So let's get it done. Summer's in the house. Hey Summer, how you doing? Nice to see you. Zappers is here too. Hey Zappers, welcome guys. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to everybody else who is trickling in from all over the interbubs. Hope you guys are having a great Friday wherever you are in the world. And if you're watching this on YouTube a couple of days later, I hope you had a good weekend. And if you're watching this way in the future, well, I don't know. I hope the future's okay. Oh, did I call this month July? Whoops. We want to do 12 streams in the month of August. Yeah. I thought a little bit more about, one of our original ideas was to make a nether section where we would jump into the nether and then jump out of the nether, but it's just going to be really complicated, I think. You know, it's a lot of logistics, and like we want to use redstone. Doc wants to help with a redstone timing system of some kind, and man, the nether is just going to make it so difficult to make something like that work. It would be super cool. Maybe for next season's racetrack, we could think about something like that. Maybe the next season's racetrack can be a combination of overworld and nether. this season's racetrack can just be, you know, scale, like a massive racetrack, Hermitcraft's biggest racetrack ever. And then next season maybe we can try to do something a little different. But yeah, I think as much as I'd love to do that, I just think it's kind of going off theme and away from Etho and I's original vision, which was to make an incredible overworld vanilla race course, you know? So I think I'd rather keep on theme for it, but we'll see. It depends. When we figure out these new fast straights that are going to cut through that, cut some time out. If we don't cut enough time out with our new plans, then yeah, we'll have to go back to the nether idea, I think. We'll see. Alright, let's get some more quartz. Is that it? I don't think we got enough quartz out here, actually. We might have to take quartz pillars. I need to come out here and just AFK produce quartz for a while, I think, at some point. Yeah, we don't have enough. Tell you what, just for the purposes of today, we'll take some pillars too, just in case we need them. And I think I'll yoink the bed too, because I don't think we have one out there. Yeah, and it'll slow things down a bit too, says Bayo, hopping in and out of the nether. Yeah, and you know, some players might lose their boats, and there'll be technical difficulties and all sorts of things. It'll be really difficult to do. Waffles, brand new subscriber in the house. You know what? We do some hootin' tootin' scootin' for you, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so very much for the subscription. Welcome. We don't get a lot of brand new subscribers on this channel. We always love seeing you guys, so thank you, Waffles. Crazy Cian is here with some biddies too. How long will the track take to complete from start to finish? Well, with the current plan, we estimate up to 10 minutes, which is, you know, probably a little bit long for YouTube videos. You know, the hermits are not going to be able to make videos if the track is that long, you know. So we've got to think about that also. We want hermits to come out here and really enjoy the track and produce really great videos, racing and stuff like that. We want to make that possible for them, you know? Ooh, we've got our Frostwalker boots here also, which we made last time, which is awesome. Get all the quartz that we need. And let's just have a quick review of where we got to last time. So we did this massive straight over here, which is really cool. And now if we follow our new plans, it's going to go something like this, right? So we're going to straighten here and just go cut through all of this, cut through this land here. Boom, just slice all the way through this in a nice big straight, and then we'll turn again. Probably here is cleanest, and we'll just go like this. Boom. Another huge, very fast diagonal straight all the way through all of these ice pitches. We'll have these beautiful views, right, of like the ocean, the frozen ocean to the left and the landscape to the right. It'll be sick. Then we want to line it up with, there's like another little inland ocean. Yeah, here's the inland ocean. So basically, we want to line it up so that it ends up, the diagonal ends up about here. So maybe a little bit more, maybe over here. Then we're going to straighten out again and just go straight through this. Maybe we'll try to do a curve here, right? Like a very gentle curve. Oh goodness, I don't even think we've got to the ocean yet. No. Here's the internal ocean. Where is it? Is it here? Oh jeez. See how massive this area is, guys. Oh yeah, here's the village. So we want a diagonal to come straight through here. We're going to slice through this. Boom. Straight past this village. There's the other bit of Etho's track, right? Which is pretty cool. So we're going to go through this little, like, what is this? This is like a little frozen lake over here, which is pretty cool. This is where the tunnel's going to go. All the way through here. And then the reconnect is... Yeah, the reconnect is here. Here's the reconnect here. This is where the reconnect is. You see? I need to tell Etho also the plans before he does too much work. So yeah, we'll need to make a tunnel through here. It can be a straight tunnel actually, right? Yeah, it could be a straight tunnel actually. It can be a straight tunnel here. could go all the way straight like this. Does this go straight into that frozen lake? Let's have a look. No, so the tunnel will... You know what we could do is like make a really cool 90-degree turn in the tunnel. Like a hairpin turn. Boom. Then the track goes like this through the frozen lake. Right? Then it diagonals like this. Let's see if we can actually track this now. We have a nice, long, straight diagonal. Like this. Then, when we get to this side of this little weird island, we straighten up again. Huge, powerfully long straight. Maybe this can be a slight curve, like a very, very gentle curve over time. It's going to come all the way over to maybe here. Then, straight like this, diagonal. And if I've calculated this correctly, we should be close to that connection that we were thinking about. Which I think is somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. There's the nether portal. So the diagonal will go all the way to here. And then boom, straight again, and that'll connect up to where we're now. Yeah, I think that's going to save a ton of time, right? Where I ran out of rockets. I think that saves a ton of time, honestly. Like, if you're going full blast, I reckon that'll take like... I mean, we could try and time it with flight. Now that we kind of know exactly what the line is. I also want to go and mark that underground section for ether, actually. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to need like a ton of red terracotta, though, I think. Yeah. Let's get a ton of red terracotta. Let's take a whole chocolate box of red terracotta. Okay, let's try time it with flying. How many rockets do I have left? I've only got 400 rockets left. Might have to head to town in a bit to get some more rockets. Because we're going to be burning these suckers up. Now, this time isn't going to be exactly accurate, but let's consider that our previous, like, rough estimate of this section of track is somewhere around 5 minutes. If we can get this down to 2 minutes, I'll be happy. Namakaza Riggs. Thank you for the biddies. Hey, Ren, what's your feeling that Doc destroyed your beautiful sanctuary to blow up the buttercup? Ah, it's fine. The buttercups deserved it. Kosh is here with us 72 months. Hey, Kosh, so nice to see you, my friend. We get some hootin' tootin' scootin' tootin' for you, dude. Kosh says, where did the 6 years go? Sorry, I cannot stay long. Have to go do grown-up things. Kosh, that's crazy, man. I don't know where those 6 years have gone, but I tell you what, a lot of things have happened in 6 years in my personal life, and I'm sure a lot of things have happened in your personal life too. Craziness. Love your face, Kosh. Thank you for 6 years of continued support, man. Appreciate you. And I think I'm caught up there. Yeah. Guys, have you guys seen Curls of Doom in chat yet? Well, Curls of Doom, if you're watching the VOD, just want to say a big thank you for the tip last time. I think I missed your tip last time around. Before the Tango raid. I think the Tango raid distracted me and then I didn't get your tip, but I read your message. You didn't want me to read it, and I just wanted to say, yeah. Thank you very much for the tip and the message. Very, very interesting indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, let's time this, all right? Are you guys ready to time it? So we timed our section of track last episode, or last stream, and we worked out, we did a couple of laps trying to do the best lap. Our best lap for our current track was around 1 minute. So up to this point, you're at about 1 minute. Okay? About 1 minute up until this point. Can the chest sound be turned down? Sure. Is that better? Sorry about that. Yeah, chest sounds are really loud. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to try and remember that line. Hopefully I can remember the line. You guys ready? And then we're going to go lay down some track for Ether, and I'll let him know on Discord our change of plans. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So this is going to be flight time, which I think is like faster than boat time. But you know, we can add 30 seconds or something to the final time to get an estimate. So I'm just going to follow exactly the line that we took, but going backwards this time. So I think it was something like this, and then diagonal like this, following along the side of the landscape to the left. But I think we swerved slightly in this direction to give us an into the frozen lake, right? We need to hit the entrance into the frozen lake in a nice clean way. So diagonal goes all the way through here. There is the frozen lake. So at this point, oh no, there's the frozen lake. Whoops. No, that's not the frozen lake. Oh, whoops. That's a whole other village. Okay. Minus 10 seconds, I suppose. Ah, there's the stone island. So frozen lake is coming up here. Yeah, this is the frozen lake. There's the village. Frozen lake is coming up. Track will straighten in the middle of the lake, go right next to the village. Looks pretty cool. Then go underground into a tunnel. In the tunnel, we will take a hard, the only 90-degree turn on the whole track. Take a 90-degree turn, and that will meet up nicely to where Etho is currently working on his track. Boom. What was that? That felt to me about 2 minutes. Asvid, it's midnight in Pakistan. Dude, thank you so much for joining us from Pakistan, man. Big shout out to you, and hopefully we see you again real soon, okay? 1 minute 40. Guys, that's kind of perfect, right? Exactly, Thunden. Watch the VOD on YouTube, my friend. And thank you, man. We'll see you again soon, okay? I mean, that feels pretty good, right? Right, guys? Lukey, 23 months in a row. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what? I'll give you a little alarm noise for that one. 23 months ain't no joke. Almost 2 years, baby. See you, Asvith. I think 1 minute 40, let's say 2 minutes, right? Let's round up for accidents and stuff. I mean, that feels good. I think that feels really good. You know what we're going to do? We're going to clean up... because I think this is all new, by the way. Etho's been making some more track here. I think Etho's just following the breadcrumbs that I've made. And let's clean up the breadcrumbs so that we don't confuse him. You know, bless him. He's Canadian, you know? He might get confused. Yeah, plus 30 for boat time, exactly, right? So boat time will be plus another 30 seconds. So I think we're looking at like between 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes. But I think the time will really fly because it's going to be really fun going top speed through these massive frozen sections of race course. It's going to be really cool. Ferretary is here. Hey, Ferry, what's up? What's up? What's up? Are we going to put water vaders? I don't think so. I don't think so. The thing is, it's such a massive project and such a long track, like doing stuff like that is just going to add to the build time, you know? I think we got to be realistic about what we can achieve. If we want this track to get finished this season, like we need to cut out, like we can't include like really cool stuff like that, I think. We got to focus on the really big engineering. There's always next season's race, right? Hey, Kerry, what's up? Kerry says, not sure what is more entertaining, this or my husband and my daughter arguing. Oh, no. Well, I hope they're not arguing about something too serious. I hope it's just usual father-daughter arguing. Ferry, you munching on an apple? Nice. I'm doing very, very well, thank you. Chillin'. Been working on Boombox Records a bit today. Did a lot of exercise today. Did some yoga. Went for a 10,000 step walk. So feeling good? Arguing with dad is really fun. Yeah, I think dads get riled up quite easily, right? It's quite easy to like get your dad's back up. Hey Ski, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I mean, I'm not a dad, and I don't plan to be a dad, but I can imagine that there would be many things that a daughter of mine would drive me insane. For example, just mentioning a boyfriend or something would just send me over the edge. Absolutely not. Oh, man. I'm way too protective of those that I love, guys. You know, women in my life are treated like absolute gold. And my daughter would never be allowed to even look at a boyfriend. Or a girlfriend, for that matter. As long as she was under my roof. Oh, man. Anyway, we probably shouldn't get into this. I'll get cancelled or something. You can't even skate around these topics without upsetting the internet these days. So let's talk about something else. Hope you guys are all doing okay and have got something fun and awesome planned for the weekend. I'm going to be playing Magic the Gathering this weekend, so I'm very excited. And trying to get as much work done on the next episode as possible. And I want to include some of this in the next episode, I think. So here we are, back on the grind, out of the boat race, so that tomorrow I can go and sling some cardboard and not feel guilty about it. Hey, Hell Driver, brand new chatter in the house. I do not have a pet, no. Cleve says, currently pregnant with my first and looking forward to someone else to push my hubby's buttons. Oh, your poor hubby. Okay, how are we going to do this? Do we do this every third block here? Alright, we're just going to start from Etho's end here, just so that I don't confuse him. I'm going to be away for the weekend, so, you know, I don't want Etho to come out here and do, like, unnecessary work. Let's just do this. And it'll make a lot more sense when I explain it to him also. I'm just going to tell him on Discord, Etho, just follow the crumbs. Follow the breadcrumbs. We have redesigned the track to be faster, funner, more efficient, and also is going to save us a ton of time in construction, for sure. Like, doing all of that construction through that ocean. I was actually thinking about it the other day. Like, one of the things I realized, just from the time it's going to take to make this project, you know, last stream we put together some Frostwalker boots, which really helped us a lot while we were working in the ocean. But we would still need to basically freeze over all of this ocean. You know, we were going to go around here, and I can show you this bit over here, right? Like, all of this section here we were traveling through, we would have to fill in so much ocean with ice. That would probably alone take 40 or 50 hours just to fill in the ocean. You know, so, and you know, you can't fill the ocean in with Frostwalker boots. Like, you would have to manually place every block, which would just be, you know, insane. So, I think doing this tunnel makes a lot of sense, right? The tunnel will be cool. Look at this. It's going to come out here also. You know, there'll be a part of the tunnel that's in the open air, and then it'll go back in again. That's going to be super cool. Let's start working on the U-bend. We'll have like a proper 90-degree turn. This reminds me a bit of Monaco, right? The Formula 1 track, Monaco, where you go into a tunnel. It's not a 90-degree turn, but it's quite a steep bend in that Monaco tunnel, you know? This kind of reminds me of that. Right, where's the middle of this lake over here? Let's have a look. I think I'm sort of smack bang in the middle there. Yeah, that's about smack bang in the middle, I would say. Where was I looking? I'm thinking like here, where the squid is. Excuse me, squid. Thank you. We're busy here, man. We're busy. All right, something like this. Now we can work this all the way up. 1, 2, 3. And then meet up with the other side that we were working on a moment ago. I think Ether will be pleased to see this this change too, honestly. You know, Ether's been part of a lot of projects in his time that haven't been finished. And I think it's kind of like, It's become a bugbear of his to be parts of projects that don't get finished. And it would be wonderful. It would be a wonderful gift for me to give Etho the joy of a finished project, you know? I think he'd appreciate that. I'm just doing what I can here, people. Doing what I can. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoopsie. That's 2. And I'll send him these screenshots also, right? I mean, so basically what we did earlier on in the stream, if you just joined us, we worked out a new plan here. And the idea is that we're just going to straighten this section of course a little bit. We're going to have a very fast straight all the way down here. This is where we were flying, basically. Where we are right now is over here in the frozen lake. So actually, the line is going to look a little bit different. The line's going to be more something like this. It's going to go like this. Probably, whoops. Probably from here into the middle of that frozen lake, and then across. It's going to straighten. And then there'll be that 90-degree hairpin underground. It's going to go like that. I'll have to clean this up for Etho. This is a hot mess. 1, 2, 3. You know? The Rendog engineering division needs to be nice and neat if possible. Where is the other line, though? Where do we pull the other line? Here's the other line. I think they're basically connecting now. We'll just have to extend this one quite far. Hopefully we got enough red terracotta for this too. Belloello is back with us. Hey Belloello, welcome back. And yeah, you know, this is one of those really massive Minecraft projects that you get involved in that can be like really intimidating at first, you know, because the scale of it is so massive. But with projects like this, guys, you just got to get on every day for half an hour, 2 hours, however long. You just got to plug away, you know. It's like the NTN and the SRN on the Dogcraft server, on my fan server. We have these massive railway networks that the community builds over the course of a season. And a season, you know, lasts 2 years, 3 years, sometimes even longer. And the SRN team can tell you exactly what it takes to create projects like this. You just keep plugging. You just keep going until it's done. One, two, three. Yeah, it requires a lot of dedication to finish projects like this, you know. These kind of projects are like always amazing when you first start them and you first start thinking about them and you get really, really excited. But I think a lot of people give up when it gets a little bit too hard or takes a little bit too long. And I guess that's one of the things that sets Hermitcraft apart from your average Minecraft player, right? We don't give up. We keep going, no matter what. Bear says our Patreon server is updating tomorrow. That is very, very exciting, Bear. I wish it was on another day. I could have come and joined you guys for that. But we'll certainly pop on to the Patreon server, onto the new Patreon server anyway, as soon as I can. And I'll be jumping onto the old one probably later this evening also. Maybe we do like once the new Patreon server starts, maybe we do a stream from our shiny new 1.20 Patreon server. That could be fun. Hop on when we got a few things going. That sounds like a plan, Bear. That sounds like a plan. We could have a really cool stream, right? We can spend an entire stream on the fresh Patreon server. It'll be awesome. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoopsie. Belloello says, how do you join the Patreon server? It's available to any of my Emerald or Diamond Patreons. And if you need any help, Bayo's the head of the server, so they can help you. Can tell you exactly what you need to do. You come and join us on our Discord. And the Patreon server is a very small community. It's an 18+ community, so adults only. And we basically tried to make it feel like the Hermitcraft server. It's a very small community. I think there's only 10 or so players. And that means that it's a very private and well looked after server. And everybody's good friends, and it's a lovely little community, to be honest. It's awesome. Ooh, okay, so went a little bit far. That is actually perfect. Very nice. Okay, so let's have a look. That went quicker than I thought. So I'm going to tell Etho, listen, Etho, we need to make a tunnel. Okay? We need a tunnel. From where you got to in the track, we want a tunnel that's just going to go straight. That's going to be super cool. Hey, Green, what's up? We don't actually have a proper underground tunnel on the track yet, so this seems like a perfect spot for it. Should we, like, dig an initial tunnel here, actually? Just to get Etho's juices flowing? Maybe we should do that. Alright, we're going to need to get our tools and stuff, though. I think we can... It's going to be quicker, actually, just to go home in this direction. So the loft is in this direction. Over the top of this mountain here. Yo, Jam Ken, 9 months in a row, and that's a Twitch baby, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Hanana's here also from the Patreon server. There's quite a few patrons on chat right now, guys. So if you are thinking about joining the Patreon server, there's at least 2 or 3 patrons on that server in chat right now that can tell you all you need to know about the server. Ooh, we can do some more trading here also. Get ourselves a little bit more quartzy poo. Excuse me. Hello there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Why are we here? Oh, tools. Yes. Yes. Let's get some tools going. We need a shovel, eh? I wouldn't mind some shulker boxes too. Yes. Because we're going to be digging up some dirt and stuffs and things and stuffs. Maybe some chesticles? I guess these are shulker boxes? Do I have any wood out here? Don't think so. Hold on. We got supplies back here at the back of the loft. Let's see what we can find. What do I think of the villager nerf? I think it's great. I personally am unsure whether it's gone far enough. Mostly because of emeralds and raid farms. Shall we just take some chests? Yeah, we'll just dump all the loot in some chests out there. So basically, for those of you guys who don't know what the proposed changes to villages are, so basically, villages right now, especially librarians, you can just use a lectern to reset them over and over again until they have the book that you want, right? So say you want a mending book from a villager, you make the villager a librarian, and then you just put a lectern down, check their trade. If it's mending, keep the villager. If not, break the lectern and place it down again. And you just keep looping that until you can get a mending book. There's other ways to do it also. You can cure infected villagers over and over and over again and get the cheapest price. It's like a very abusable system. The proposed changes is that villagers will no longer... They've taken a lot of books out of the villager pool that they can actually trade. And they've also made the books biome specific, which is really cool. So if you want to get... mending, for example, can only be found from swamp villages. Which is interesting because there's no swamp village at the moment. So I'm assuming they're going to add like a swamp village or something. Also, by the way, I'm lost again. Hold on. Am I being an idiot? Here's village. I think we got to go this way, more this way. They've also taken out like the highest level books from the villages, so you have to. Oh, I don't think I was. I think I was in the correct place anyway. Whoops! I think it's over here. So yeah, so you can't get like efficiency 5 anymore from a villager. You have to. It goes only up to efficiency 3. So it takes a lot more work and it's a lot more expensive to get the really good enchantments. I like this actually. I think this is great and I want more of it in Minecraft in particular. I think it just makes you value your stuff more, and I think it's kind of important for that reason. However, if raid farms are still ridiculously OP and you can generate 10,000 emeralds a minute, this is all just pointless. Because you're still, like, the trading system is still gated behind emeralds, right? And right now in Minecraft, we basically can create infinite emeralds. Like, we're in creative mode with emeralds, with raid farms. Raid farms are really easy to make, and they basically need to take emeralds away from pillagers. That would change the game quite a bit. It would make it a lot harder to like abuse the villager system. But yeah, like if they don't fix the raid farms, then it basically does nothing. It just means that you have to spend a little bit more time finding the correct villagers for your villager trading halls and just trade more with them. It doesn't actually fix the problem. I mean, I think, yeah, realistically, not a lot of people make raid farms. That is true. Your average Minecraft player probably doesn't make raid farms, but it is an extremely easy farm to make. Like, anybody can make a raid farm. It's super easy. Like, if you just look into it, you will see. Like, it's really, really simple. Whoopsie. Hold on. This is not where we want to do this. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, I think it's great. I think it's definitely moving in the right direction. I don't have a solution, by the way, to how villages should function. The idea that I've always had that might be a good idea or might be a bad idea, but this is one that I've always thought about, is changing villager trades from emeralds to diamonds. So if you want to trade with villagers, you would trade with diamonds instead of emeralds. That makes diamonds a lot more valuable, and also because diamonds are only achievable or only obtained through loot and diamond ore, it makes the system kind of awesome, right? It like gives you a real reason to hoard diamonds and try and get as many diamonds as possible. I think would be really, really cool if villagers accepted diamonds instead of emeralds. And then as long as there was no other way to like infinitely generate diamonds, you know, I think it would be really cool, really interesting. Yeah, or they get a new currency, I guess, Bob. Yeah, giving them a new currency might also work. It's a little bit un-Minecrafty though. You know, like the devs want to try and keep things like as vanilla as possible. Guys, I'm so bad at this game. We should have a beacon out here, right? Why do we not have a beacon? Oh. If we're going to dig a tunnel, we need a beacon. Right? I mean, how long are we going to make this? You know what? I don't want to like make the tunnel too long, actually. I think I just want to do an example beacon or an example tunnel here for Etho. So let's do something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This could be like a cool project for Etho in his next episode also, right? To like make this tunnel. I don't mind making the tunnel, but if Ether wants to make the tunnel, that would also be awesome. Anyway, let's dig this up. But yeah, you know, I always have a lot of sympathy for the Mojang developers, because unless you've actually been a part of game development before, you don't really understand how difficult it can be to design games. Especially when it comes to designing games with demographics in mind. And by demographics, I mean like your player base, right? So for example, Minecraft has like a very... They probably have like very good data on who plays Minecraft, age, geographic location, gender, etc., right? Like they have a lot of that data. And when you're designing a game, or just like you're designing a product, right? You're designing your product for the people that consume it the most, right? I mean, obviously, that makes sense. And so when you look at your demographics and you see that the majority of your players, for example, like somebody said, has never completed a pillager raid and therefore has probably never made a raid farm. If 80% of players have never done that, right? Then you don't need to nerf raid farms with the new emerald system or the new villager system, because your average player, the majority of players, is still getting emeralds the good old-fashioned way, from mountains and some loot and from trading with villagers. But the funny thing and the difficult thing for Mojang to manage, of course, is that things like Hermitcraft is their biggest marketing tool, right? Like Hermitcraft is their ultimate advertising machine. We use raid farms and abuse villagers in these ways. And so the average player is watching us, but not necessarily playing like us, right? So it gets really, really difficult as a developer to be like, okay, do we code the game for the hermits? Or do we code the game for our statistics? And if you are paying the bills over at Mojang, if you're the account holder, you know, if you're the shareholder that pays the Mojang account bill, you go by the data because you're a money person. You know, your decisions are based on data and cash flow and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very, very difficult for Mojang to please everybody. In fact, it's impossible. And I fully respect their stance of, well, we can't please everybody, but we will please the majority, right? Makes perfect sense. Like any company would do the same. Like you please your majority customer. Yeah, I guess the interesting thing is that it's good that they're pleasing the majority customer, but at the same time they need to consider that there is an advertising machine that they have that they also need to keep a little bit happy, right? So I don't know, it's tricky. It's really tricky. Breezing Shadows, 15 months in a row. Thank you so much. Perfect day for a chill Rendog stream. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mother of Gamers is here also with the 21 months. Nice to hear your voice this evening. Lovely way to end a long week. Yeah, a long week. It's been a long week for me too. Been working very hard this week. And we have no webcam today, guys, because I'm a bit tired today, you know? And I don't feel like turning my webcam on. So we're not going to have it. And that's the end of that. And, you know, sometimes you have these long weeks in your life, and sometimes you just want to chill. Play some Minecraft, hang out with friends. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, man. We're all just chilling here, hanging out with each other. I'm playing the game, but you guys are basically in the room with me, chilling. Hope you guys have all got a tasty beverage. Bob says for 1 sub a month, we will save a villager family from Hermitcraft. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I think I'm all caught up. Yes, I am. I'm still waiting for Curls of Doom to arrive. But I don't know if they're going to arrive today. Yo, mama, you got a pizza? Ooh. Now you got me hungry, baby. Now you got me hungry. You know what I had for dinner? Rolled oats with unpasteurized honey and blueberries. And almonds. That's what I had for dinner. It was good. It was good. I love oats a lot. Like natural raw rolled oats is one of my favorite things in the world. I could eat it every day. I love it. But pizza is way better. I mean, there's not even a debate. Like pizza is just way better. Yeah, you know, One of the strangest things that I've done recently trying to get my health under control and trying to get my eating under control in particular was switching what I have for dinner. You know, I come from like quite a typical British background in South Africa. South Africa, of course, is an ex-British colony. And, you know, I was brought up in much the way that I suppose British kids are brought up here. In that on Sundays, you have Sunday roasts. And for tea or for dinner, you have a massive dinner. You know, that's just what we do here. And usually a massive dinner consists of, you know, potatoes and rice and vegetables and a meat of some kind. And you go to bed on a full tum-tum in England. But it's also not the greatest thing to do if you are trying to lose a bit of weight or try to be a little bit healthy, of course, because you go to sleep and you're not doing exercise. So your body is very happy to turn some of that massive meal to some body fat, right? So one of the hardest things for me to do was to actually switch off the dinner time button in my brain, and instead of having, you know, a lovely full meal for dinner, just having like a bowl of oats with some fruit. It's been tough. It's taken me about 2 or 3 months to adapt to that new style of eating. But now that I'm there, I look forward to my oats every day, man. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for that nice warm oats with some full milk, some nice berries in it. Ooh, delicious. Definitely won't be doing this forever though. At the moment, I'm on a mission to lose a bit of weight and to just get a little bit healthy. I've lost about 10 kilos now in the last 3 months, which is great. I'm sitting at about 89 kilograms, and my healthy weight for my height, which is 5'11", is closer to about 82 kilograms. So I got a little bit more to go. I'm not doing anything like overly drastic, or, you know, I'm not starving myself or doing anything like that. I'm just eating healthy, walking 10,000 steps a day, doing 50 push-ups a day, 50 sit-ups a day, and that's it. I'm not doing anything more than that. And at this rate, I'm dropping about a kilo every 2 weeks or so with this very simple little regime. Anyway, no idea why I started talking about that, but there you go. All right, is that enough tunnel for Etho to know what the plan is? I think so, right? I think that's enough tunnel to tell Etho visually what I'm thinking here. We can always fill it in if Etho doesn't agree with my plan, but I think Etho will agree with my plan. You know, once you actually see the insane length of track that I proposed that we make with the previous line, it's just overwhelming, you know? Yeah, Fifas. The weather has been... I've been in England for like a decade, I think now. This has been the worst summer that I've ever had in England. It's been absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. There's usually a bunch of rain during summer, of course, but not like back-to-back rain for like 3 weeks. Horrible. Oh, man. You say heat waves on the way? Oh, no. You know what? I'll take it. Anything but rain at this point. Please. I just want to go outside. I just want to have a barbecue, for crying out. I want to have a braai. Yeah, today was a good day, Claire. Today was a nice day. The first nice day in ages. Let's be real, though. Ice Pickle. Nice name, dude. Yeah, 7 weeks of rain. It's been 7 weeks of rain in England. It's been so brutal. Been brutal hot in Canada. Yeah, my brother's been telling me that he's melting in Toronto right now. Absolutely melting. All right. So that's the tunnel plan, guys. Very nice. I'm happy with that. Now we need to start routing back home, I think. I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't really want to make... Oh, Frostwalker boots. Yeesh, Frostwalker boots. Oh, this makes life so much easier. Frostwalker boots? Okay. Let's just do this like every 10 blocks or so, right? Gonna have to clean this up eventually. Well, I suppose this becomes track at some point anyway, so it's fine. Excuse me. Frostwalker boots are taking a little bit of time to generate here. But it's fine. Ice Pickle, 5-month resub. Nice. Hopefully summer soon. I am hoping with all my heart. Although, that being said, and by the way, if you're not British right now, you must understand that here in England, we love talking about the weather, okay? It's just something that we enjoy doing. We can talk about the weather to one another for, I don't know, what do you Brits say? An hour? I could talk about the weather easily for an hour with a Brit. Easy. But yeah, what I will say is that we did have we actually had a fairly decent winter, I would say, right? Like, the winter wasn't actually that bad if you think back. Like, I'm talking temperature-wise. It didn't even get really cold in the south. I don't know what it was like in the north. But in the south, I'm here in the southwest. I mean, coldest day was -4, I think, which is nothing. Like, the year before, we got really cold. The year before, we got down to, you know, -10, -12 at one point, I think. So, you know, the winter wasn't actually that bad. So, you know. All right, so let's have a look, guys. So I suppose the next target is this end of this portal over there. Where are we at? We're over here. So that's going to be straight. Next line. Let's just check in on our map design here. Yeah, we want to actually go... Now we want to do a bit of a diagonal all the way to where that stone island is. Okay, let's work that out. Let's work out what that line has to be. I'm going to try and do this nice and properly this time around, guys. So we don't have to keep redoing this track mapping, you know? Yeah, we're back to talking about the weather. I mean, we sidestepped talking about food. And yeah, now we're talking about the weather, but I'm sure we'll talk about food very, very soon. Okay, so here's this thing. And according to our map, we want to get to the side of this somewhere. Just have a look. Yeah, sort of somewhere there. Wherever that is. I think that's like... I think that's here. That's this thing, right? Here. So maybe we want to get to... This is like a nice open section here that we can race in. Yeah, we'll come through here and then straighten. Okay, cool. So let's make... Oh, geez. It's really disorientating. Here we go. Let's make this our target over here. We've just got to work out like a general diagonal here too. Next, it's buses and state of the roads. Oh, I tell you what, the roads in the southwest. Where's all our tax money going? That's what I want to know. Bob says, Ren, I don't know if you know, I cleaned and have kept the pizza box on display from the day of the raid. Oh, yeah, dude. I remember the pizza box. That's amazing. Oh, that's so cool, man. That's awesome. Okay, so... Do we make this nice and tall so that we can see it with Bobby? We got the render distance really far, so... Hopefully we can get a nice diagonal in place here. Saturn, thank you very much for that tip. Very nice, generous donation. As a contribution to the Bri Fund. Saturn, you South African, bro? Or chick? What's the South African... I don't actually know this. There isn't a... I don't know if there's South Africans in the chat right now, but in South Africa, we call the guys call each other brew. Like bro, right? But it's brew, like a brew of tea. I don't know if we have a brew version for the girls, though, do we? I know in South Africa we call girls chicks. which probably sounds quite bad in this day and age. Brew-S? I don't know. Dudes and dudettes. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't see the pillar. Bobby hasn't rendered. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's the pillar. So I think we probably want to come a little bit... We want to keep this straight going a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. Something like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, here we go. This is where we can turn on the dime, right? Yeah, this is cool. So we'll run like right next to the village here, like the village pier. Chicken was a northern thing, along with duck. Oh, Waffles, you from South Africa. Awesome, man. Awesome. Foxy says, the more you talk about British people, the more they're sounding like people here in the Midwest. Well, I think the Midwest is British, right? Is it not? I could be mistaken, though. I don't know much about the British history in North America, but I think a lot of North America follows British traditions, too. Because before the Civil War of 1776, it was British in the North. Am I right? I don't know. I might be talking absolute nonsense. The only history I know about North America is from what I've seen on movies, and you know, like on Lincoln, on films and things. So I could be completely wrong. Am I correct? Nice. Oh, my friends, we got a juicy raid coming in here from the wonderful Azuma, who I believe was playing some Vault Hunters. Very nice. Hey, X, what's happening, my friend? And welcome to all of the X-rays who have come in. Iskal showed me last week. He showed me some of the upcoming Vault Hunters stuff. Looks so awesome. And I actually hadn't checked in on Vault Hunters for a very, very long time. And I was watching X play Vault Hunters on stream like last week or a couple weeks ago. I was just lurking. And I was like, man, this is not the Vault Hunters I remember. Like, this is different. There's something going on here. And yeah, it's awesome. It really is awesome. I mean, wow. Iskal's done an amazing job on it. It's unrecognizable. It's like not even close to what it used to be. It's sweet. Anyway, thank you very much, X. Hope you've been enjoying Vault Hunters. Looks like you've been having a great time with that pack, actually. And I'm not surprised. It's incredible. Like, the work that they've done on it is just amazing. It feels like a game you would buy in a box, you know? Anyway, guys, we are X-Rays. We're working on the racetrack. We've just finished laying down some fresh track, or at least some outline. Etho has got to this part of the race right now, and we have just decided that from now on we're going to make it... We were going to go here and go through all of this, but we need to make the course a little bit quicker, so we're going to go straight into a tunnel section here that's going to cut through this landscape. Going to have a hard 90-degree bend here. We don't have one of those on the track yet, and I think it's kind of cool to have one of those bends. And now we're just trying to work out how to get back to our section of track, which is going to be... it's going to be a zigzag of very long stretches, basically. Of like very fast, straight stretches. It's going to be awesome. So that's what we're doing. Greetings from the Netherlands. Ah, hello Netherlands. My ancestry is actually Dutch. I look Dutch. For those of you guys who are from Holland, I'm sure that you can recognize your brethren when I have the webcam on. I'm sure that you can see the Dutch in me. I've got a massive Dutch nose, a massive Dutch forehead. Get out of the bed, dude. Don't want to say much more. But yeah, I'm very Dutch. I'm as Dutch as they come. Yeah, I'm actually on the smaller side to be Dutch. That is true. I'm 5'11", okay? I'm not that short. I've got some height to me. It's only because my grandparents were very small, by the way. My grandparents were both from Holland, and my grandfather was in World War II, and he was captured in World War II, and he was actually in a POW camp for the entire war. And my grandmother waited for him in Rotterdam. And you know, back then they didn't have any way of communicating, of course. So my grandmother didn't know if my grandfather would even come back, but he did, and he came and found her at their home, at their old home. And then my grandfather was like, so we've kind of been through 2 wars already in Europe. Time to go. And they packed up their bags and went to South Africa. And that's where they had my dad was born in South Africa. He passed away when I was a young child. But I managed to get the Dutch passport from my ancestry. And that is how I was able to live in England until Brexit, until England left the EU. And now I'm applying for a British passport. So that's my ancestral history in a nutshell, basically. Is this a straight line? Kind of, right? It's not the straightest of lines, but it's doing the job. He's doing the job. There we go. Yeah, the Frostwalker boots are a game changer around here. I think it was Leslie that gave us this great idea last stream. So shout out to you, Leslie. This was such a great idea. It really has like massively cut down the time that we're spending doing all of this. It's definitely a very squiggly line. It looks like I might have had 1 or 2 many glasses of wine before working on this project, doesn't it? And we went a little bit off course, but this is perfect. This is where we want to go, I think. Now we're going to straighten out. We kind of straightened out already. We're kind of joining our original line, but where does the next straight bit happen? Hold on. I'm going to have to go and consult our MS Paint map. Let's have a look. So we've gotten we're here right now. X-rays. This is the map that we've been working on. This is the whole race course right now. And by the way, just to help you catch up as to where we're at in this stream, the original track did something like this. Like it went down like this, and then like this, and then it came around here and reconnected down the bottom area. And we're just cutting all that out now to try and save some time. We timed this track within Elytra earlier on. It was about 1:40. The old track was about 5 minutes. So this is going to save a ton of time. But yeah, now we're going to just go straight past the forests here and then end up in this position here, which I can't really tell where that is. I suppose it's just after the forest bit, right? Okay, let's get our bearings on the server, figure out where that forest bit is. Then we can figure out the straight line that we need to make. Monarchs fan, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Fallen, you're 50% German. I mean, can't complain. The Germans are awesome. You know? I have not met a German person that I haven't, like, instantly adored and thought was amazing. Dang it. Annoys me. Why? Like, every German person I've ever met has been awesome. Also, every Australian I've ever met has been awesome, too. And New Zealander, for that matter. Anyway, I think it's about here, right? This is here, the foresty bits. We want to just go straight. The thing is, where's the line, though? Are we just going to skate straight past here? Let's see. It's going to have to be a diagonal, isn't it? Yeah. I was hoping to just do a straight here, but it looks like it's going to have to be like a really slow bend. I think that's okay, though. I tell you what, we're not going to lay the whole track like this. I think let's just make pillars, like the red pillars. Where am I? Oh, yeah. Discombobulated, man. Conso Boom, thank you very much for the gift and sub. That is very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome to everybody who has arrived from X's stream and from anywhere else on the interbubs. Welcome, my friends. We are chilling out this evening. No webcam tonight because I'm tired today. Had a long week. And I don't feel like having the webcam. And that's the end of that. Alright, so I guess we'll just like, you know what, we can do this. Our original markers were actually kind of spot on. Let's set up like another tall marker here. And then, this is going to be, I'm going to try and engineer like a really gentle bend. So it's going to be like a really long stretch, but it's going to be a very gentle gradient. I really want to try and do that. I think that'll be super cool if we can do that. And then, where did I say the other bit was? It's like over here? Over here, I think, is where I got to. Then we go diagonal from here all the way back to where our current track is. Here we go. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, I want to see the other pillar, though. Hold on. I think it's on this one, but on the other side of it, so we can't actually see it. Yeah, there's that one, there's this one. Okay, so we're going to need to add another one on this peak here. This will give us a nice, clear vision of where we're going. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so straight. Maybe we add another pillar over here in the middle, just so that they render. Do I know any Dutch words? Wel, ek kan 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat, maar en Afrikaans is Nederlands. Maar ek ken nie Nederlands woorde nie. Maar ek ken Afrikaans woorde. So basically what I said was I can't say Dutch. I don't know Dutch words, but I know I can speak a bit of Afrikaans, and Afrikaans is basically a derivative of Dutch. Well, it is a derivative of Dutch. It's basically a simplified modern version of Dutch is what Afrikaans is. So I can speak a bit of Afrikaans, but I don't know any Dutch words though. And basically, if you are Dutch, you can understand Afrikaans, but if you're Afrikaans, you really struggle to understand Dutch, because Dutch is like the complex version of the language, and Afrikaans is the simplified modern version of the language, right? So from the complex perspective, you can understand the simplified version, but from the simplified version, it's much harder to understand the complex version. Yeah. My ma en my oma en my oupa was Afrikaans, en my oma en oupa van Nederlands af was Nederlands. So ek is Nederlands en Afrikaans. Maar Engels is my taal. So I said my mum and my granddad and my grandmum were Afrikaans, and my opa and my oma, which is the Dutch version of grandparents, were Dutch. So I am basically Dutch Afrikaans, but my language is English. Because in South Africa, English is the main language. So you learn English when you go to school. Anyhoozle, let's figure out the next... There's a diagonal now, right? Let's go back to the map real quick. Let's have a look. Oops. I love speaking other languages, by the way. I used to be able to speak a bit of Spanish, but... Oh, now the diagonal is straight to where our current track is. Okay, awesome. Dudes, we've actually... This has been easier than I thought it was going to be. Yo hablo español un poquito, ¿sí? Un poquito. If we just go straight here, we should... I think the gap is here. Yes. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay, now I'm getting excited. There's the gap. Here's the gap. The map might not be as accurate as we want it to be, though. Wait, what? What's happening here? Hold on. Oh, I didn't bring a bed. Dang it. Hold on. We've got a bed back here. Let's go sleep. Consobeam, by the way, thank you so very much for that brand new subscription. We don't get a lot of fresh new subs on this channel. So you know what? I'm a hoot and toot and scootin' toot for you, my friend. Thank you so much for deciding to sub to this very strange South African. I appreciate you. Bad hair day? Yeah. Bad hair day today. No webcam today. Bad hair day. See if you know two South African music groups, Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, and Die Antwoord. Yeah, both are amazing. Okay, so this is gonna go straight. This is gonna go straight. It's confusing because we have this diagonal here, which isn't supposed to be here. Can actually clean this up. Let's clean this up. The camel gets you every time. Yep, that's Bartholomew Twaddleston, our local twaddle expert. It's basically the button that I push instead of saying that's what she said, because I can't help myself sometimes, and I need to keep the twaddle down on this on these streams, because one of our YouTube VODs got demonetized for inappropriate content the other day, and that was me talking some twaddle that is not advertiser friendly, clearly. Oh man. First video of mine that's ever been demonetized for inappropriate content, by the way. I've never had that before, so trying my best to not be naughty on stream. So whenever I have a naughty thought or I want to say something naughty, I just do this. By the way, we made that camel sound on this stream. Like, it's a custom camel sound. So there's that also. Okay, I think we're gonna have to slightly rework the diagonal plan here. We need to find a good plan of attack, or a good angle of attack here. Hold on. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay. What stream was it? It's on YouTube. It's on our VOD channel. I can't remember which one it was, though. I think we were working out here on the boat race. Alright, I think... Oh, I should have put a pillar up, like, halfway. I'm trying to find the correct diagonal, though. Let's have a look. I think this might be too far to the left. Yeah, there's the diagonal. There it is. There it is. Okay. Ooh, and there is that one. So, is it here? There's that diagonal and that diagonal. Hold on. Let's use the cam account for this. Or the free cam, anyway. Oh, jeez. It's really hard to tell, right? They're, like, just in render distance of each other. There it is. So, it's more like... here? Is it here? There? And there. Does that feel like it's straight? I think so, right? It'll be easy to tell. Let's just put one up and then look at it from one of those starter positions. Let's look at it from there. See if it lines up. Queen Shazzy, 9 months in a row. We made a Twitch baby together, baby. Isn't he beautiful? 9 months. Hope you're doing good, Ren. Thank you, Queen. Alright, let's have a look. Straight enough. Hup. Okay. Well, that looks straight to me from here. Alright, let's put the crosshair on the pillar. And just fly straight and see if this connects with our other pillar. Let's see. Oh, it's so close. That's straight enough. That's straight enough. Okay, guys, now that we've actually mapped out our brand new line, I want to time it, okay? So timers, get your clocks out. Let's time this now. Now we are going to be able to get a more accurate fly time for this new section. John Garrett says, out of curiosity, because I haven't heard anything about it, but do you have an idea of when you might continue the Gigapod story? Yeah, that's something that I need to resolve at some point for sure. Not only for the viewers, but for myself too. You know, basically, I don't know. It's been a tough season for me because I wanted to do something in Season 9 that no Hermit had ever done, which is always my modus operandi. I always want to do something that nobody's done before. And my plan was to create this like season-long storyline with Rosie and the Gigapod and the Gigaverse and all of that. But you know, when you make something that is that big, you need to feed it constantly, right? Like when it's not just about builds, like making a base and making a farm and like, you know, having some lulls with the hermits. When it's actual lore and world building, you have to be constantly building that world. Which I was I love doing that stuff. So I was like super excited to do it and I really wanted to do it. But in the course of the last 12 months, like some really terrible stuff happened to me and really knocked me off my, just knocked me off the train. And I just haven't been able to like get back into that creative space again yet, you know? And basically what it means is like a lot of you guys got really invested in that storyline, but I was unable to deliver it because, I just didn't have the juice for it. And it was a mistake of mine, to be honest. I went too big on the idea and too big on the world building, and I wasn't really in the correct space IRL to take on something that large. Like what I should have done is Season 9, because when Season 9 started, like there were already some things happening in my life that were tough, and I should have recognized that I should have taken Season 9 easy. I should have just had a more like regular Season 9 where we just make a base, we make some farms, we hang out with hermits, we have some fun. That's what I should have done. But instead, like I decided to try do the biggest thing that I've ever done in my life in content production, right in the period of like a very tough time in my life. And it was just like a really bad decision that I made. And it means that I've just left like a ton of people. You know, there's a saying in when you write for theater, right? So if you write plays and stuff, there's a saying that goes something like this: never leave a smoking gun on the stage, right? You never want to leave a gun on the stage. And by that I mean like end a play with a gun on the stage, right? Like there must be resolution. If you're going to put a gun on the stage and there's smoke coming out of it, you must show the audience how it got there, why it got there, and what's going to happen to it. Or else you leave your audience unsatisfied and the story untold. And yeah, that's good for, yeah, it's Chekhov's gun. Yeah, I'm just explaining it terribly. But yeah, if you want to look into it, it's called Chekhov's gun. It's just a very well-known writing mechanic that people use. But it's a very good one and it makes a lot of sense. So I left this massive smoking gun, which is the Gigaverse and the Gigapod and Rosie, and it's on the stage right now, and everybody wants to know what it's doing there. And I can't at the moment. I can't explain it, you know. So it was a creative mistake from my side of things, and I'm hoping to find a way to resolve all of that at some point. For now, I've just been focusing on getting back to creating regular content, 2 videos a week and streaming 2 times a week. Just get back to that really good, solid state of mind, right? And just, it's no good like getting back into a rhythm for a week or 2 weeks or a month. You got to get back into a rhythm for 6 months before you can say that you're starting to heal yourself, you know? Like, it's all very well to like pat yourself on the back. Oh, well done. You did videos every 2 days for 3 weeks. Well done. You're so great. No. You got to do that for 6 months. You got to do that for a year, and then you can pat yourself on the back, right? But you got to do these things slowly, you know? Like if I jump right back into like these massive world building lore stuff right now, like I'll probably burn myself out really fast, and it will just be back to where we started again. So anyway, I hope all that makes sense. Guys, have we got the fingers on the timers? We're going to have to wait for sleep, though. I've been talking for too long now. Thank you, Quirties. Yeah, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. I mean, you know, I believe that I've smartly left the gun on the stage in a clever way, because we went over to Empires, and we didn't take Rosie with us, of course, because Rosie is, in the story, Rosie is on the Hermitcraft, which is orbiting HC-9 and communicating with us through a Gigacom unit, right? So we went through to we went through to the Empire's world, which is E-2, and we left Rosie behind. When we came back from E-2 to HC-9, Rosie was gone, right? We tried to communicate with her using the Gigacom, and she's not responding. So she, you know, the story, I did close the thread, so to speak, on that story. I didn't just stop doing Rosie like overnight. Like, I've set it up that Rosie has gone somewhere, right? She's gone somewhere. So the next part of the story is, where has Rosie gone? And I know where she's gone, and I need to tell that story in like a really awesome cinematic way. And I'll do that eventually, but only when I feel ready for it. All right, let's do this thing, guys. Let's do this thing. Ready to time this? In 3, 2, 1, go! Now we have like a proper rig for this, which is great. So it's through here. Through here. Oh, a little bit off track there, but it's not the end of the world. Probably just lost like half a second there. That's the one that we really want to be lined up to anyway. Love the cinematic episodes. They feel special not being every episode. Yeah, that was my plan. My plan was to do a cinematic like every 10 episodes. So that, you know, people that don't like the cinematics wouldn't be turned off by it, and people that like the cinematics would enjoy it every now and then. So that was my plan. Right, now we straighten out to here. Then we're going to zig into another super fast long diagonal over here. Jenny, you just doing load shedding? You're in the middle of load shedding? Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate those kind words. All right, here we go, guys. You ready to stop the track? Yeah, the track is giganormous for sure. Boom. All right. That wasn't the greatest stop, but that's the stop. What are we looking at? I feel like a minute 40, something like that. Minute 50. Xavier says, how on earth have I gone this long having no clue that the rain had a Twitch? Welcome, Archer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit the follow button so you get a notification when we go live. Dude, we've been streaming for like 8 years. All right, 1 minute 40. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Conso Boom Boom, thank you for the tip. Did you see what Doc did to your secret room? I saw, and you know what? I'm pleased. I'm glad that they blew up that monstrosity of a Buttercup village. It deserved it. It was hideous. 1 minute and 40. Okay, guys, that's actually perfect, right? I'm really happy with that. I think Ether's going to be happy with that too. I think that's awesome. This is probably, you know, I don't know if we're going to estimate like 30 hours work maybe, like making this track through this thing. So like a couple months. Fallen says, not going to lie, I've been watching your vids since 2018. And you only recently joined the streams? Okay. Streaming's not for everybody, of course. Lisa, you're breaking your lurking streak? Nice. Very nice. Mother of Gamers, thank you so much for that gifted sub to Xavier. Appreciate it. That's awesome. All right, guys. That is really, really awesome. I'm pleased with this. This has been great progress this evening. We actually did work. Which is unusual for this stream at the best of times. And I'm looking forward to making this track with you guys. I mean, it's gonna involve a ton of excavation, I think, like a ton of ice breaking. We're gonna hack our way through these ice pickles. We need all the ice that we can get, though, because we need to make blue ice, too. So. Fallen says, I've been a bit socially awkward, but wanted to push myself to be more sociable. The community has been really nice and very welcoming. Yeah, you know, the Rendog community is always amazes me. It's a really, really great place to... if you are a bit of a socially awkward person, just like me, my community is built around that. We've got a wonderful fan server that's free to anybody to play on. We're going to be making the server 18 plus from the next season, though. But at the moment, it's 13 plus, but from the next season, it'll be 18 plus. We've got a Patreon server for adults, also an adult Patreon server. If you struggle with social anxiety and stuff, we've got some really amazing Patreons on the Patreon server. That would be more than happy to have you in their community or have you join them. And this channel, of course, is as friendly as they come. No toxicity here, all thanks to the incredible moderator team that looks after the place and gets rid of any toxic elements that might infect our lovely little community here. Right, next up for today, friends, I would like to do some cleaning over here. I know that I said I want to keep these ice pickles here, but I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of them. The ones that like go over the track are a little bit weird and are in the way. And we just need like a ton of ice. We need a ton of blue ice eventually. So we do need to collect ice. And ice is super easy to collect, super satisfying. This is a great way to get a hold of a ton of ice. By the way, notification machine is a-going, and that means Bartholomew Twaddleston needs to hoot and toot and scoot for the amazing Ossazor, who is back at it again in this stream with another 20 gifted subs to the community. Ossazor, I don't know how many times now over the course of the last few years that I've said thank you to you, but I cannot stop saying thank you because you are so generous to me and to this community, and thank you very, very much for everything, Ossazor. Appreciate you. Guys, if you did get a gifted sub here from the incredible Ossazor, who, by the way, is one of our amazing Patreons that plays on the Patreon server with a whole bunch of other amazing Patreons, please do say thank you in the chat. Incredible generosity, as always. Helping to keep the lights on in this here place, friends. Of course, we're always gunning for that 750 subscriber mark. And thanks to the incredible generosity of Ossazor, and of course all of you guys who have subbed and resubbed and gifted subs, we are way over our target for July. I mean for August. I keep thinking we're in July for some reason. My brain is like... hasn't ticked over to the new month yet, apparently. I'm getting old, guys, okay? I'm 7. Yeah, we could, you know, we can get hermits to come out here and do some cool stuff. I've already been speaking to Falsey about giving her some projects on the race course, and she's really, really excited about it, and has got some great ideas. And I'm sure there'll be a ton of other hermits too that will want to come and add a few things here and there to the course. I mean, we've got like 20 kilometers of track, you know, so there's a lot of really, really cool opportunities for hermits to come in and build cool stuff along the side of the track, or above the track, or, you know, below the track, whatever. Alright, so we got rid of that. Whoopsie. I think I'd like to get rid of all of this too. Let's just hack our way through this. So satisfying. Goodbye, ice pickle bits. You won't be missed. We want the races to have a nice, clean view, right? Like, basically, I was looking at this the other day. I just want the races to have a really nice experience. A really fast experience through here, you know? Just going, like, maximum speed. And, I don't want there to be any visual obstructions. I want it to be brutally fast. Also, let's start setting up some chests over here for all of this ice. And we can put some of the stuff in here too that we don't need. Maximum inventory space, thank you very much. The old pod racer game. Oh, that game was so sweet. We have got a do not read message here from the beautiful Feefalicious. Let me just read that message real quick. That's a great idea, Fifi. Thank you very, very much for that. Certainly something to consider. Yeah, I think that's a great plan. Thank you very much for the tip. Very generous of you. Thank you. Right, let's hack this jazz away. Oh, it's just us on the server right now, guys? We've got the Hermitcraft server all to ourselves right now. Isn't that nice? We're chilling, man. We're chilling. All the hermits must be busy this Friday night. IRL busy? What's Rendog doing? Grinding ice. All the other hermits are partying. Highly unlikely, but... Let's just go sleep the night away real quick. Ooh, whoop. I love flying into beds. It's one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft for some reason. Fallen, your Harry Potter one came today. Very cool. Never got me one of those, but always wanted one, you know? Like, especially the super high quality ones. They look so cool. They look like the real thing, you know? Like how I would honestly imagine them existing. Like, Harry Potter fans, are those really, like, high-level wands? Do they have, like, hairs in the middle of them? Like unicorn hairs and stuff like that? Are they, you know, made as close to the real thing as possible, or do they just look really good? I'm assuming there's a whole, like, Harry Potter wand community that exists, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's Harry Potter wands that cost, like, 50 grand. I mean, I play Magic, okay? I understand that collectibles can reach massive prices. I mean, the recent printing of the one of Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings ring, they printed one version of the one ring with a serialized number on it, sold for over $2 million to Post Malone. So, I know. I know that these things can get ridiculous. No, I just use a stick. My wand is HP styled, but not a character wand. Alright, well, I don't think we have anybody here from the Harry Potter IRL wand community. What is Magic? It is the world's biggest trading card game. It's a fantasy trading card game. That is awesome. Been going for over 30 years now, and I think the only other card game that's bigger than Magic is like playing cards. Glad you're enjoying it, Quirties. Thank you for the kind words. Let's have a look. How's this looking? We have to refill this ice pickle in though, because that looks terrible, right? We have to fix this ice pickle. I think we need to also fix this one too. Maybe we can spend some of this ice that we just got on some repair work here. This all looks a little bit janktastic, if you ask me. Get our frost walker boots off for this particular endeavor. Let's just fill in these holes that we keep falling into. Very annoying. And actually, the way that we could probably do this is following this ice pickle's original layout over here, going down, and I kind of want it to be connected. You know what, we can do it like this. Let's do it like this. We'll build like a little fake mount inside here. Yeah, ice pickle. I'm not entirely sure how we came to calling these things ice pickles. They remind me of sea pickles, I guess, just made out of ice. And I suppose it's just a glorious accident that your name is actually Ice Pickle too. Etho and Scar are practicing MCC. Nice. Yeah, Etho and MCC this weekend. Very cool. Very exciting. I, along with everybody, I think is going to be watching Etho. Oh, it's going to be so much pressure for poor Etho. It's going to be such a massive audience watching him. Oh man. We're going to be cheering him on though, right? Of course we are. He's going to do so well. Etho loves it. Yeah, he loves it. Of course he does. Of course he does. He's been doing this longer than most of us. You know, he's one of the original OGs on the YouTube side of things. He knows how to handle pressure. A true professional. Unlike yours truly. Who crumbles like a brittle biscuit when things in MCC start to get a little bit intense. Oh man. I only like the only time I ever really did well in MCC was when we won as Blue Bats, and I was the. I remember I did really well in the survival games part of it, you know, with the ammo collecting, and I was like keeping my teammates alive and stuff. That's the only time I've ever done really well in MCC. I was proud of that performance. It was sweet. I always remember that. I'll definitely go back to MCC for sure. Definitely. Maybe try get into the next one. I don't know. I do miss it, and it's always super fun. Miss playing with Falsey, you know? Falsey and I, like, that was our thing, you know? Like, we always played MCC together. And that meant that, like, every couple months I got to hang out with Falsey, and she's a really good friend of mine, and miss hanging out with her, you know? So MCC is a great way to build relationships like that. There we go. That looks better. That looks way better. Want to do the same over here, but I suppose we can just come put torches in here at some other point. Like, we'll make a mob farm if we just close this thing up, you know? Alright, we can just fix this one from the top down. But yeah, guys, not going to be streaming for that much longer because I want to get a decent sleep in tonight. I've got a full weekend of Magic the Gathering ahead of me. Need to go into town tomorrow, which is an hour drive, so got to leave super early in the morning too, because the Commander pre-release or the Commander draft starts at like 10. And need to be up. Need to get there, need to find parking, need to walk, all of that jazz, you know? One of the downsides about living in the country, like when you want to do something in the city, it's a full day affair, you know? You got to put aside like a whole day to go to the city and do whatever you want to do, and you got to plan, you know? You actually have to plan your day properly. Whereas if you live in a city, you just wake up and get on a train or a bus or something. It's definitely worth the trade-off, in my opinion, for sure. I don't think I could ever live in a city again now that I've lived in the country. That's for sure. Country living is really great. Maybe not when you're young, though. Like, if, you know, I don't think I would live in the country in my early 20s. You know, I had a lot of fun in London and in Cape Town in my early 20s. And, yeah. Like, the country would have just been a little bit too quiet for me, I think, at that age. Alright, there we go. A little bit more fixing over there. Here we go. That is a mob farm that we have created, though, for sure. So I do need to remind me next time we stream that I torch that up, right, guys? That cavity. I suppose we can just open it up for now. Like, put a couple holes in here for light. There we go. And now we can just finish this. Very, very nice. All right. Last thing we'll do today is a lap. Do some full immersion lapping. Always love racing this course. So let's get our boat, go all the way back to the beginning. And let's give this new section that we just fixed up a go. See what it feels like. From the very beginning of the track also. Saddle up. Thank you for the 5 months in a row. Appreciate it. And Star274 with some biddies over here. Please don't feel you have to rush cinematics. You have Dogcraft and us Patreons for support. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, we can time it. Let's time it. Yep. All right. Starting from the lamps. Are we ready? I think we'll take no shortcut line, right? So no shortcuts. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's see how long it takes to do this section with no shortcuts. We did this last stream and managed to hit under 1 minute to the end of the final section that we made. But we did use double shortcuts, though. We used the bump shortcut and the other shortcut for it. That was not great. Probably lost a whole second there. That's okay, though. Doing better than we did in our first run last stream, at least. Gonna take the long way here also. There is a stabilizer, double stabilizer there for this section, and we don't want to bump. Oh man, it's rough when you start bumping through those diagonals. You lose a ton of time. Right, we're coming into the Polar Bear Express section around this corner. I'm going to take a nice smooth turn. Try dodge the polar bears. And straight down as fast as possible. Oh, this section is going to be so cool, dudes. Like, when there's a ton of hermits racing down that stretch together, it's going to be so sweet. I mean, how fast was that? Like, we got from the one side of this thing, from there to there, in like a couple of seconds. Yeah, 104. Yeah, that's about right for the slow sections. So 104 is like your average time, and under 1 minute is if you're racing really well. That feels really good to me, I think. All right, let's just sleep the night away on the top of the tree. Boop. Ooh, I've got an arrow in my giblets, friends. You hate to see it, really. Yikes. That's right in the unmentionables. I think that's a great spot to end the stream, guys. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. Thanks to everybody who came out this evening. Big shout out to the wonderful moderator team for looking after the stream as always. Guys, if you missed the beginning of the stream and you want to catch it, I will upload this to our YouTube VOD channel in about 48 hours. So youtube.com/RendogTV. If you're a subscriber, you can watch the VOD here on Twitch. Thanks for everything, friends. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs tonight. Ossazor, thank you for that massive sub bomb a little bit earlier on. Appreciate you as always, baby. And big shout out to the Patreons also. Lots of Patreons with us this evening, guys. Thank you for helping me to keep the lights on for everybody. And keep this Rendog train rolling for as long as possible. Love your faces, friends. Have a great weekend, everybody. And go and do and watch whatever you want now, okay? And yeah, we'll see you again next week. Bye, guys.